Firstly, into the comic book world that I've got, I have came to the name of Weapon Master Comics. Um, Reason I chose this name is because from a little kid, I always had this character in my head. It was a character that was always first in my head, and it was a character I built with my imagination as a little child. So it was basically the very first character I created myself with my own imagination. So I always used to I would be with my friends or my siblings. We would be small. We were small. We'd always play characters like from Marvel and DC. My brothers would be Spider Man. One of them would be Superman. The other would be Iron Man. The other Batman, like that. But I was the only one who actually only used to play this character, which was my own character, which they never really knew my character, but I would explain to them what my character was. So, due to the inspiration of this character I always had, that I always saw as a superhero figure of myself, I have named my comic verse after this character. So, the comics is called Weapon Master Comics, WMC. Right? So, he's actually one of the main characters of the entire comic verse, since the comic verse is even named after him. But the comic itself is not basically about him, because there's I think I've already created so far. I've created already 400 main characters for the comics, and about 425 or 26 characters I've created so far, and I've already have the entire backgrounds down. I've got everything about the characters sorted. I have their stories. I have their origin stories. I have everything, the backgrounds, the plots, everything for these characters. And I already have multiple stories in different comics about these characters. And these are all amazing characters. And how I create my characters, I get inspired by other people to create my characters. Like, I look at a person and I think to myself, like, I think about all the things that that person goes through and how they persevere through it. I use people, sometimes I use family members, I use friends, I use them as inspiration to create a character. I basically take them and put them in a comic book and create them just with a being with superpowers or certain motives or whatever, just to provide more story to a comic book, to fantasize the story better. So most of the characters I create are characters that people would most likely feel relatable to, and inspiration. You'll feel relatability to my characters, and you'll feel inspiration by them. So that's what my characters really are about. Think I have about now, I've got 15 comics that I've written so far. They're not globally published. I don't even think they fully published. They're not published all over the country where I'm from. I'm from South Africa, so they're not published nationwide. They're only published within the area that I love and the city that I live in. So I hope one day, if I can find any sponsors, when I do find sponsors to publish it nationwide for me, then when it becomes popular in my country, I will be sure to publish it globally, that the whole world gets to experience the journey into Weapon Master Comics. So next video I will be doing about the characters. Alright, see you later. Peace.